Hey guys, Kirk from the Forever Homestead. So today, or this week, is going to be an awesome week here on the homestead. Finally, well, if everything goes to plan. Today is, what's today? Wednesday. So if everything goes according to plan, which it usually doesn't, but if it does, by the end of the weekend, we should have the steel up on the roof. At least the majority of it. We might not have the ridge vents and things like that installed yet, but probably most of the other stuff will be. The ridge vents, just because it's hard to walk on the steel, the ridge vents will probably go on when we're putting the racking on for the solar panels, because then we kind of have a ladder to walk on. But a couple days ago, we were out here. Every 2 feet there's a 2x4 that allows like a screwing surface for the steel. So we've got all that on, most of the bracings on. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the hurricane ties on underneath here. Not that we have a lot of hurricanes here, that's just what they're called. Just because of the uplift and stuff that could happen with the steel, and before the walls are on closing it in, there's kind of a big updraft. So I'm going to get those on. I need to do a little welding over on that one to attach to make sure the roof is actually really attached to the cans pretty well. And then I'm going to work on the fascia on the front and back. And as well as on the side here. We're not going to actually put on the fascia on the far side until the tin is all done, because we're hoping that we don't have to cut a sheet of tin. We're hoping that we can make everything kind of to fall on a line without having to cut the tin. We're starting on this side because this is the leeward side of the as far as the wind goes. The prevailing winds come from that direction, so we need to make it so the seams that run up and down on all of the steel is actually the seam is open to the leeward side, not to the prevailing winds. So yeah, follow along. So quick update, we've got all the strapping on. All the strapping every 2 feet is on. On the front side here I have the fascia on. We've got the fascia on the side, still have to trim it up, but we've got the, where are you there? We've got the all the way up on, same with the back side. Walk with me, will you? Yeah, so tomorrow the steel crew comes. I just have to finish up fascia on the back side here. We started it yesterday and then all the rains rolled in, so I'm just going to finish this up. Just got to trim it all and then quickly put the fascia on. We don't have it on this side yet, and we're actually leaving this off until basically we want to know where the last sheet of tin is going to fall exactly, and then we can make the fascia about an inch shorter than that, so the rain drips off and stuff. We know how wide each piece of tin is, but there's a little bit of movement, flex in it when you're putting it on. So instead of having to deal with an issue at the end, we're going to make it super simple. And once the last piece of tin is ready to go on, we'll get this fascia on. all on. Went not too bad. Fascia's all done on the other side there. Had a little bit extra time, so I actually got a little bit of board and batten on, but there's a video coming up on that, so I'll talk about that later. Just got to do the fascia and the soffit, put some eaves troughs on here, but that'll be probably much later in the season. And we got, this is the solar side. Got all the steels on here. Again, we've got fascia and soffit and eaves trough to put on here. Sorry about the noise in the background. We got the generator running again. Yeah, so the roof is pretty much completed. We've got to do the I've got to put the cap on and the vent and stuff like that, but we're going to do that once we're doing the solar, just so we have kind of a place to walk. But yeah, I wanted to thank Mark and Teresa and Dennis for coming down and helping out get all this on. It was a long day. I worked them pretty hard, but thanks a lot, guys. It's nice to have a dry place to go now. But until the next time, have a good one.